recipients are Key Professor Alan Druschitz, School, Virginia Tech. The student is Nicole Powell.
I wouldn't be here without Dr. Alan Druschitz. I had no idea what the metal casting industry was until I took his class. So thank you, Doc, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much to everyone else.
The next student is Key Professor Paul Lynch, School, Penn State Behrend. The student is Kylie Friend.
It really is thanks to Dr. Lynch for introducing me to the world of the Foundry, and oh my gosh. Thank you so much for this scholarship. It will help me focus on my education, and it's so nice to meet every single one of you. Thank you for having me.
Key Professor Alan Druschitz, School, Virginia Tech. The student is Ashley Lacey.
I just want to say thank you so much. I really would not be where I am today without Doc. He has done everything for me and given me all these opportunities, and I just also want to thank FEF for giving me this scholarship, so thank you so much.
Not present is Glenn Muzzy, Penn State. We accept this award on his behalf. Congratulations, everybody.
The first scholarship goes to Key Professor Charlie Monroe, School, the University of Alabama, and the student is Brooke Barlow.
Honestly, Dr. Monroe is the reason why I'm here. Alabama's incredibly lucky to have him, and we're gonna miss him a lot. Really jealous of you, SpaceX. Also, my dad is the only reason I know what metallurgy is. He's the smartest man I've ever met, so big ups to him.
And the second scholarship goes to Key Professor Daryl Weber, School, Trine University, and the student is Hayden Smith.
I just want to say thank you to Dr. Weber. He really brought me back into the casting industry. I'm really glad to meet every single one of you guys. And I just want to say thank you very much for the scholarship.
The awardee, Ryan Bergerman from Wisconsin-Platteville, is not able to be with us today, but we accept the award on his behalf.
Key Professor Russ Rosemate, School, Pittsburgh State. Student is Quentin Holmes.
Thanks, Russ. As I'm entering my final year as an undergrad to be an elementary school teacher, Russ convinced me otherwise. Wouldn't change it. Thank you to the selection committee. Thank you to FEF. I've heard it 10,000 times. Russ wears Shaq shoes. I get it. They're huge. They're hard to fill, but I'll do my best. Thank you.
The student receiving the WPACA 2024 CIC Annual Luncheon Partner Scholarship is Key Professor Mingxi Xu, Georgia Southern, and the student is Drew Cutters.
Dr. Zhu, I appreciate his help with getting me involved in the Foundry. And by the way, it's Kiters.
Well.
No offense taken. Most people get it wrong the first time anyways.
Receiving the McWayne 2024 CIC Annual Luncheon Partner Scholarship is Key Professor Charlie Monroe, School, University of Alabama. The student is Sarah Naughton.
I'd just like to thank FEF so much for the opportunities that it's provided me, and Dr. Monroe. I have had such opportunities for growth in the campus Foundry, and it's given me opportunities to not only be exposed to this industry, but also to just get my hands dirty, which has been so much more valuable than anything I could learn in a classroom, in my opinion. And roll Tide.
Receiving the Grady 2024 CIC Annual Luncheon Partner Scholarship is Professor Efren Almanza, School Tech Saltillo, and the student is Perla Guerrera.
Thanks for the FEF and my professor for different opportunities. Thanks.
Receiving the Metal Technologies 2024 CIC Annual Luncheon Partner Scholarship is Key Professor Fred Vondra, School, Tennessee Tech. The student is Jake Officer.
I prayed long and hard before I came to Tennessee Tech. I actually wanted to be a film student, so yeah, that didn't work out. But I remember very keenly that I had a meeting with Dr. Vondra because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and he looked at me. He's like, well, just so you know, once you step in the foundry, you're not leaving. And that's exactly what's happened. I stepped foot in the foundry and never gotten the smell of green sand out of my clothes since. So I want to thank you, Dr. Vondra. I want to thank God, and I want to thank my wife, Kylie, for supporting me through everything I do. And thank you to FEF for this opportunity.
The recipient of the Loper Award is Key Professor Mingzi Zhu. School is Georgia Southern, and the student is Michael Jones.
Thank you so much. FEF has provided me with so many opportunities, and it's really helped me not just in helping fund my career in the university, but also helping me find jobs and internships. Thank you to Dr. Zhu and Dr. Ching for teaching me so much and for feeding me pizza for the last 5.5 years. I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much.
Key Professor Laura Bartlett. School, Missouri University of Science and Technology, and the student is Aiden Yan.
I just want to say thank you very much, Dr. Bartlett. You've been a guiding figure through my time in the casting industry. Thank you very much, FEF, for just the opportunity to be here. Without the scholarship, this has been more than a valuable trip for me. And getting on a little bit of a personal note, the scholarship's going to go a long way. My mom was just diagnosed with breast cancer, so the funding for school has had to go for treatment with medical care, so this is going to go a long way. Thank you guys, everyone.
Key Professor Scott Geis. School is Northern Iowa. The student is Maurice Kubata.
First of all, I'd like to thank Almighty God for this opportunity. Then I'd like to thank Professor Scott for helping me out throughout my studies in the University of Northern Iowa. And then I also like to thank Nate. He was my supervisor during my internship at the UNI Metal Casting Center. Then lastly, I would like to thank FEF for the opportunity given to me. I'm an international student, and I guess this is the first time this is happening, so thank you all.
Key Professor Mingzi Zhu. School, Georgia Southern. The student is Benjamin Trofimuk.
Hello, everyone. I just want to thank Dr. Shu for getting me involved on campus and outside of school and homework and whatnot. I want to thank my parents for telling me to get involved on campus. I definitely wouldn't be where I am without actually getting involved with AFS and the clubs on campus. And lastly, I want to thank FEF and God. So thank y'all.
Key Professor Russ Rosemate. School, Pittsburgh State, and the student is Seth Phillips.
I just want to first say thank you to Dr. Russ Rosemate. He's done a lot for me in my studies. And then thank you, FEF, for the scholarship.
Key Professor Kyle Betzloff. School, Wisconsin Platteville. The student is Sean McCarthy.
So first off, I definitely want to thank Kyle Metzloff and Henry Freer. If it wasn't for them getting me exposed in the foundry industry in general, I definitely would be probably just chilling around, not really having a whole lot of fun, especially in the metals lab. The two other people I really want to thank are my mom and dad. Those two, they have no relation to manufacturing in general. My dad's education, my mom's assisted living, and they're discipline throughout my life, making sure if I'm gonna stick to something like AFS or just college in general, I gotta be full commitment. I mean, going halfway just really won't cut it for them. So I really want to thank them for that. Two other guys who, one actually works with General Kinematics, Rossi Mangone. He's been a huge help to me. He was the one who exposed me as well, getting more involved with AFS, and Mitch Milner, who's up in North Dakota now. So he's having a lot of fun for whatever happens in North Dakota.
Key Professor Efren Almanza, School Tech Saltillo, and student is Ileana Valdez.
Hi everyone. Well, I just want to say thank you to the FEF for all the support, and well, I think as students students, sorry, there is a really good opportunity to attend an event like this one, where we have the opportunity to start getting involved with people from metal casting industry. So thank you so much for that, FEF. And of course, thanks to my key professor, Efrain Almanza, for always trying to encourage the students to give their best. Thank you.
Key Professor Alan Druschitz, School Virginia Tech, and the student is Hannah Bogert.
I want to thank Dr. Alan Druschitz for showing me the foundry and metal casting, as well as my parents for encouraging me to pursue my dreams, and also the Lord for just blessing me so much. I'm so blessed to be here. And thank you, FEF, for this scholarship. This means so much.
Key professor is Frank Pfefferkorn. School is Wisconsin-Madison. The student is Ivan Cermak.
I guess first I have to thank Badger Mining and the Shire family, but also FEF for putting on this great conference and giving me the opportunity to be here, as well as Professors Pfefferkorn and Metzloff for bringing me here. Yeah, well, I'm very grateful to have received this scholarship, and thank you so much.
Key Professor Ming-Shi Xu, School Georgia Southern, and the student is Noah Brack.
Thank you to Dr. Xu, and thank you to FEF. Thank you to the family that provided the scholarship as well. If I was to stay up here and thank everyone that helped me along this journey, it would take all afternoon, so I can't do that. But just know I'm very grateful, and I can't wait to pursue a career in metal casting.
And the scholarship is awarded to Key Professor Louis Treba, School Texas State, and the student is Margaret Lee.
So I can honestly say I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the people I've had in my life. I want to say thank you to my friends. You always encourage me to put my best foot forward and be my best self, especially those who are here with me today. I want to thank CIC and the industry, all the industry people, because it's not possible if you aren't here to help us out. And I would like to thank my professors, Dr. Louis Treba and Dr. H, who are here today. You have supported me and encouraged me, and I am very proud of where I am today. So thank you very much.
Key Professor Charlie Monroe. School, University of Alabama. The student is Emma Lewis.
I first want to thank Dr. Danowitz. He's not here, but he cornered my mom in the Student Center during my orientation, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him convincing me to change my major. I would also, of course, like to thank Dr. Monroe. I wouldn't be here without him, and I'm going to miss him so much when he's at SpaceX. And I would also like to thank Chromalloy for all the opportunities that I got, and my friends, and, everything else. Roll Tide.
The key professor is Paul Sanders. The school is Michigan Tech. And the student is Dante Copa. And unfortunately, Dante couldn't be here today, so we will accept this honor on his behalf.
Key Professor Laura Bartlett. School, Missouri University of Science and Technology. The student is Elizabeth Say.
So I first want to thank Dr. Bartlett for the opportunity to come here today. She was my introduction to metal casting my sophomore year. And ever since then, it's just been so fascinating learning all the different new things as I progress through the industry. I also want to thank FEF. The opportunity to come here and visit Chicago was absolutely wonderful. I've definitely met lots of people that I'll probably continue to interact with throughout my career. So thank you so much.
Key Professor Paul Sanders, School, Michigan Tech. And the student is Natalie Johnson.
I'd like to thank Dr. Paul and Pete and Izzy for teaching me basically everything I know about metal casting at this point. And I'd also like to thank FEF and the incredibly generous donors for this opportunity. Thank you.
Key Professor Sam Ramratton, School, Western Michigan, and the student is Xavier Berger.
I would like to give thanks to Dr. M. Ratton and Dr. Tuttle for inspiring my love of metal casting. I would like to thank my parents for always pushing me to learn, always pushing me to continue learning, and pushing me to never give up. I would like to thank the Lord for guiding me through all challenges in my life, and I cannot wait to see where my career in metal casting takes me. Thank you.
Key Professor, Louis Treba. School, Texas State. The student is Ryan Rios.
First off, I'd like to thank Magma for the scholarship. I'd like to thank the selection committee for selecting me. And I'd like to thank FEF for all the opportunities that you give the students. So I'd like to thank Dr. Treba for always telling me it depends when I ask the what ifs. So thank you.
And the key professor is Daryl Weber. The school is Trine University, and the student is Caleb Brown.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to Dr. Weber and Trine University for introducing me into the casting industry. I would like to thank FEF for putting on this amazing event, and I've had a great time getting to meet some incredible people this weekend. Thank you.
Key professor Haibin Ning, school UAB, and the student is Zeta Ross.
Hi everyone. Thank you, FEF, and for having me, and thank you to our very hardworking professor, Dr. Ning, for all his encouragement throughout the process and supporting all of us UAB students. Thank you.
Key professor Mingji Xu, school Georgia Southern, and the student is James Vatava.
To thank Dr. Zhu. Without him, I wouldn't be here. Probably still working at McDonald's, so I'm very thankful for that. Thank you for FEF and the donors for the scholarship, and thank my mom and dad for pushing me. And I would like to thank Noah Brack. He has been a mentor to me throughout my year, and I've asked a lot of questions, and he's answered them all for me. So I'd like to thank him again. So thank you, FEF, again.
Key professor Bob Voigt, school Penn State. The student is Nimai Nangunuri.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. I would like to thank Dr. White for all the guidance and support I've received in the metal casting industry. Thank you to my mom, who has done and so much and sacrificed a lot for me to be here. And this is not just a financial support, but a investment to the next generation of the engineers. I appreciate it all. Thank you.
So the key professor is Louis Treba. The school is Texas State, and the student is Justin Young. Woo.
Praise you, Jesus, for this opportunity. I'm very grateful to be here. I didn't know where I was going to end up, but he did. He led me right to Texas State, and Dr. T is absolutely amazing. Everybody a part of that organization is amazing. I'm grateful. Thank you for everybody here. Thank you for what you've done in the past, Dr. Habengraver, and thank you for FEF for this opportunity. I'm very grateful. You have a good one.